It's Cadillac Unscripted on 107.9 CDY. It's sponsored by Independent Bank. Every week at this time, we talk about the good things that are going on in the community. And Katy, we've got one of our more frequent guests back with us with a big event coming up to talk about.
Listen, don't ever bet against this lady. I'm telling you. She's an accountant. Did you know that?
Yes.
An accountant running a nonprofit, got through COVID just fine. The agency itself was blowing up in terms of the number of people it services and the new services that she's created. So we've got Amy Gibbs, who is the director of Habitat for Humanity here in Cadillac, and she's got some friends with her today. Tell us.
I do. Thank you, Rich and Katy. It is always such a pleasure to be here, and I appreciate you guys letting me be a frequent flyer because, I always have something to talk about. So today I am here with we have a big event coming up. December 4th, we have our Festival of Dreams fundraiser.
What's it called? Visions of a Home, Black Tie and Pearls Affair. Whoa.
So we have, but that being said, this is a come as you want to come dressed. We do not want people to feel that they have to come in black tie and pearls, but come that way if you want to. So we are we're having a gangbuster blowout event. You can come dressed to the nines, or you can come in your business attire, whatever you want to come in. We just want you to make sure and bring your pocketbook.
It's about raising money, Rich. It's a fundraiser and a friend raiser. So I have to talk to you about this black tie and pearls thing because this is Cadillac. And so I think it's important. I like how you structured it, with the dress code, because some of your most successful people wear flannels to work every day, right?
Absolutely. I was sitting at the table down at Herman's the other day and someone came up to me and said, Amy, I really want to go, but I don't want to wear a tux. I'm like,
right.
Come as you want.
Right.
Come as, wear your t-shirt, wear your logoed gear. I don't care what you come in, Jason. Just come.
Exactly. No, I think that's so important. I can remember years ago when we were running the Rotary auction, we'd have some of the ladies, they couldn't wait to get all dressed up. And the husbands were rolling their eyes going, don't do this to me. Okay?
Absolutely, yes.
Guys tend to do that.
Yeah.
It's not fun for them.
No, it's not.
How about, I have a fun idea. How about if the ladies, they could put on their, pearls and their fancy dresses and the guys can wear blue jeans? How about
that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? I'd love that.
How's that sound, Rich?
That'd make for some great photos for the wall later, and we can all laugh about it.
Exactly.
So, yes.
Everybody needs to be happy at this thing,
Absolutely.
So, who do you have with you today?
So today I have with me Casey Boyer and his wife, Gabe. They are going to be our MCs at the event. Casey is a board member, and we are so excited to have them on board with us this year. They're just going to bring so much fun and energy to our event.
Right. They're young, fired up folks, these two.
They sure are.
So tell us, Casey, tell us about your role at the event and what you guys are going to do to raise some money.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have been fortunate enough to be a member of the Habitat board. So really taken on to it. Gabe and I moved in the community 5 years ago, and this is something that we really enjoy.
Okay.
And so Amy approached us 2 years ago, I think, to auction some items off live, and really enjoyed it. Gabe got to attend and laugh at me, stumble through it. And so this year, Amy goes, what do you think of you both doing it and emceeing it? So I said, I think I can talk her into it. So Gabe's been very open-minded to join in, and we're going to have a good time together and kind of show everybody that there's more than one side to every event and to every couple. So maybe I'll be in blue jeans and Gabe will be to the nines and pearls.
She's shaking her head. She doesn't like that idea,
I don't know. Do I get a choice in this at all?
No.
I love it. So tell us about, I know you've been busy procuring items. Tell us about some of the items that our people are going to be excited about.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to let Gabe tell you about the ideas because she is going to be auctioning them off.
Right
so
now. I wish we had a webcam.
We need a webcam. Gabe is handing Amy the list, going no. Yeah,
I'm not even on this board.
No, when this is like the talking stick. When we hand you the mic, it's your turn to speak.
It's showtime, Gabe. What you got? Tell us what people are going to be fired up about.
Right. So we have a Traverse City getaway weekend.
Ooh.
There's going to be some wine tastings. We just don't know to where yet.
Okay.
We also have a box of wine that Bringman Brothers is donating that we're going to be auctioning off.
Okay.
You might know a little bit about this one. We have a holiday cake.
Oh, I know a little bit about that one. Oh, yeah.
That's always been a great, Katy has been such a great supporter of Habitat throughout the years.
Yeah.
Katy's been such a great supporter of Habitat throughout the years. So yeah, she makes one of her delicious cakes for us, and we auction it off, and a couple other items that we'll have Casey talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do have some packs of really nice ribeyes from Ebles.
Whoa.
So I don't know how you guys feel about that.
There's no better ribeye out there than the ones from Ebles.
I grew up in the middle of Kansas, and I can agree with that.
Whoa,
so,
that's high praise right
pretty
there.
Pretty good there. And then, some arrangements by Patterson's Floral.
Nice.
And that's for a full year, once a month. So,
oh, my goodness.
When I think about all the times that I put my foot in my mouth and I go, man, I need to make it up to Gabe, I at least need once a month. So, maybe I'll be looking at that one. And as always, Wexford Jurors is always doing such a good job at supporting us. And I don't know if I've ever seen anybody that's upset about something that they get from there. So
one of a kind stuff.
Really happy. And then a nice little photo shoot by photography by Caitlin. So we're really excited about that. And I think Amy's going to talk a little bit more on that.
Well, I'm going to tell you about one special item we got. Genesis Mortgage Professionals called me. She's a friend of mine. I was on Mackinac Island. Kim Meek called me. I was on Mackinac Island. She says, Amy, I want to donate something big and grand, and I want it to be, I want it to be fun. What can you say? And I'm on Mackinac Island, and I'm thinking, what better thing than a gift certificate to the Grand Hotel? So they got a $1,000 gift certificate from the Grand Hotel that they have donated to us. So that'll cover, your golf, if you want a massage, your night stay, your food. Everyone knows how fun it is on Mackinac Island. So it was just a great donation from them. And we just have a lot of great stuff that's coming in. Our community has supported us. Mm-hmm. Our goal this year is $30,000.
Wow. Okay.
I'm pretty confident, hopefully, that we'll make it. Mm-hmm. We have great support with our sponsors this year.
Okay.
So we have, the banks, Huntington and Horizon, Cadillac News, 1079, 1071. They are our exterior home sponsors. So we appreciate them. That's awesome. Our interior house sponsors are Forefront Credit Union, Avon Protection, and Farm Bureau. And then we have multiple other sponsors that have stepped up to the plate for us like they do every year. And we just want to thank everybody in the community because we could not do this without their help.
Right. And you're doing important work and everybody can see it. Amy, when someone calls you to say, what do you want for a donation? I mean, that is the proof in the pudding right there. Don't you think, Rich?
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. Rather than you having to go out and ask for it.
Exactly. I mean, you could have said, well, I want the Bidens to fly. You could have said anything. And they would have been like, okay, I'm going to go, So let me ask you this, because there's folks out there that are listening that might want to contribute. They might want to participate. If somebody wants to make a cash donation or they have something unique or special, number one, how do they get a hold of you? Number two, what other, are you looking for experiences? What are you looking for?
Yeah, so the best way to get a hold of me is you can either email director@wexfordhabitat.org or you can call me. I'm going to give my cell because I do all the time, 231-468-1096. I can walk you through any questions you may have. We love experiences. We love items. We're going to have an online auction piece that correlates with this event. This year we decided we want to do a fun event. After all that's been happening, I'm not even going to bring up that C word. After all that's been happening, we all want to get out and just be with people and celebrate. True. So, we wanted to do it in a safe environment. And so we decided to do the online auction piece with all of our silent auction items and not have them there at the event. So December 2nd through the 5th, we are going to have an online auction just like we did last year. And last year it was a fabulous event for us. We just, we had so much support. We made big money. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to have at the auction itself, the night of the event, the Festival of Dreams event, we're going to have it at the Cadillac Grill. Starts at 6:00, and we are going to have some music, live music. We want an experience at the event as well. So I'm going to let Casey tell you a little bit about what's going to happen that night at the event.
Okay.
Yeah, so Gabe and I have been very fortunate to have some musician and friends, and we got one of ours that he actually did our wedding. And he's done many events that through work of ours. Okay. And his name's Johnny P. out of Detroit. And just an amazing musician. when we were at our wedding, it was kind of funny. It was an open deal, and people were around, and they were asking, how do we get a hold of this guy? Who is this guy? Because they thought it was just a live musician, not knowing that we brought him in. And it's kind of a unique experience. And we were like, we really have something special here. And we thought maybe we can get him to come up. And, I mean, if ladies are getting dressed up and getting their guys there, I think the next step is getting on a dance floor and having a fun time. And I love it. So everybody can show their 2 left feet. The ladies can do some twirls, and we can have a really good time instead of just sitting at the table talking and kind of mix it up. And I don't know the last time that I've been to an event that we got to dance at that wasn't a wedding. I mean, unless you guys can think of anything.
No, we're chomping at the bit. It's what Amy said. I mean, everybody is ready to do this. What type of music does this guy sing?
What would you consider it, Gabe? Because I'm not that musically inclined. I just get pulled out there by you. So maybe you can talk a little bit about what he plays.
Yeah.
So Johnny does a little bit of everything. Okay. It's just a guy and his guitar, but he's amazing. So he can actually really bring the energy up in the room. Okay. But he also slows it down really nicely. We always have a great time when he's there. He's guaranteed to make the event fun, regardless of what event it is. Casey said he plays at a lot of our work events, and if he can make those fun, this is going to be a blast. So we're really excited to have him.
Are we implying that financial planners are boring people?
No. I mean, our demographic is enough to say about ourselves.
So question, because people care about the food. See, they're going to want to, people are tired of cooking. I'm telling you right now. So, Amy, what's on deck for the meal?
Yeah, so we went up and we talked with Yoda, and she had Chef do us up some samples, and our committee picked out what we wanted. So we will be having a carved beef. Ooh. We will have champagne chicken.
Oh, yummy.
Roasted carrots, garlic mashed potatoes, all the fixins that go along with that, salad rolls, and we're going to have it be where everyone can go up in line and it'll be served to us, but we're not going to be touching utensils. We've really tried to make this safe for everybody. So please join us. We are getting limited ticket availability because we are getting closer to the event and people want out. Want to get out, want to socialize, want to be together. So get a hold of me for tickets. We are looking at trying to up our seating capacity a little bit, and we can probably do that. But as of last week, we were down to 30 tickets.
Wow. Yeah. So how much are they?
They are $75 a person. Okay. And that includes your meal and fun. We actually have a video that we're going to show. We're really trying to celebrate our mission this year, safe and affordable housing. So we had somebody, I get goosebumps every time I think about it. I can't wait to see the video. We had somebody follow a family through the process of living in their apartment, being accepted on as a Habitat family, and now we placed her and her family in their house September 7th. So we're going to have a video of that and how that has impacted the family. So we'll really get to see what your funds do to help our mission.
You know what? There's not going to be a dry eye in the place.
I mean, I'm almost tearing up right now, and I haven't even seen the photos yet or the proof of the video yet, but it's going to be amazing.
Is this something that after the event you might post to your website?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this is something we're going to continue to use. I mean, it's a testament to what we do. So we will definitely, share it as much as we can.
So for our listeners out there, Amy, can you talk a little bit about the mission? You pick how many families per year? Where do those families come from? That kind of thing.
Yeah, so our mission is to build and repair safe and affordable housing in Wexford and Osceola counties. So what we do is we accept applications. Actually, it's perfect timing. We are going to be accepting applications for our partner families, our next partner family, through the end of October. Okay. And you can get that to me at that same number I gave before, and I'm sure that we'll talk about it at the end again, how to get a hold of me. But we interview. It's a process. Casey is also on that committee, family selection. And so we'll go through all those interviews. We look at their income, their willingness to pay, their willingness to partner. They have to put in sweat equity. They have to be able to pay a mortgage. This is not a handout. It's a hand up. So our families do pay a mortgage. It's a 0 to 3% mortgage, interest mortgage. So we all know how huge that is. And last weekend, 2 weekends ago, we had 2 families that paid their mortgages off. So we had a mortgage burning celebration. That was also another not a dry eye there, because it was just such a huge accomplishment for these 2 families to be able to say, I own this free and clear. So it's a great thing. So we do serve 30 to 80% of the HUD median income. So that's just the criteria that we have. And we pick one family a year for that. And then our Brush with Kindness projects, we do about 10 of those in both counties.
Tell us about the Brush with Kindness. I'm not sure everybody knows about that. Yes. It's an amazing program.
That is a program where we do outdoor repair work, minor repair work, whether we build a ramp for somebody or a front porch that's in disarray. We actually did 2 in Osceola County last month, and one of the ladies had not been out of her house since January of 2020. She was not able to get out because the front porch was unsafe. So we were able to put a ramp up for her, and she now can get out to doctor's appointments. So that's a great thing. We did receive some funding from TCF Bank in the amount of $25,000. So that is funding those projects. Those also are a repayment plan. 0% interest, and we work with the families on what they can afford to pay per month, because that pays it forward for the next family. We want this to continue on. We want to continue to be able to help people. I get calls all the time, about different projects that need to be done. So there's a huge help. We also have priority home repair, which we are trying to work on. That's a bigger type scale project, which there's grant funding out there. We just need to be able to pull it all together. And that's part of what I'm working on as well.
Coordinating things.
Yes.
We're going to go to break, and we're going to be back with more of Habitat for Humanity and exciting things they've got on deck. Stay with us.
A little pressure.
We're back with part 2 of Cadillac Unscripted, sponsored by Independent Bank on 107.9 CDY. We're talking Osceola, Wexford, Osceola Habitat for Humanity with Amy Gibbs and her special guests today in Cadillac Unscripted. Katy?
That's right. We've got Amy and Casey and Gabe. They're emceeing the big event that's coming up. It's black tie and pearls, but you could really wear jeans.
Did we even give the date of this yet? I don't even know if we did. Have we said it?
I don't know, but we can always say it again. December 4th at Cadillac Grill.
And they've already sold 171 tickets. So you better get a hold of Amy or Casey or Gabe and get your ticket. Beautiful dinners on tap. They're going to serve the food very safely. So, Rich, let's see if you can complete this sentence, because we're going to go right into Habitat's Restore. Okay, so one man's trash is another man's
treasure.
That's right. And so when you want to get rid of your stuff, all you got to do is set it outside of your house and text Amy. See, this magical thing. And you text her and you say there's a whole bunch of, pick a word, really, stuff is what I would say, sitting outside of my garage, and I need some help. And then you hope it doesn't rain. And guess who shows up? Ben.
And or Alden.
Yes.
Right? Absolutely. But Katy, that was our secret. No, just kidding. We do pickups. So yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I blew it.
No.
But truly, so I had a girlfriend explain this to me once, and I think it's true. Some of us that struggle with purging/hoarding, okay? It's a fine line here, buddy. But some of us who struggle with it, part of it is, okay, you work hard for your things, right?
Yeah.
And then there's memories and things attached to things. And so then when you go to get rid of them, you think, oh, but someone else might want this. Or it's like this fondue fountain that I've got, Amy, that I'm going to have you come and get. But anyway, tell us about how Restore is doing, and tell us what we can be doing to support that part of your mission, too.
Yeah, so Restore is going gangbusters. It's just going great. We have a great manager out there, Ben Banks. He's really honing in. He's been there 2 years now. He's got it down. He knows what he has to do to make money. He knows what he has to do to keep customers happy and employees happy. So we really got a good thing going right now with Ben there. So what we do is we have a truck and we go out and pick up stuff.
Yeah.
It's scheduled so that we can try and make this work for our staff. And so you call the Restore, 231-775-8661. Say you want to schedule a pickup. Ben may ask you what it is. There's a few things we do and do not take. All of the proceeds from Restore do go to helping in our families.
Right.
So we are a nonprofit. That money goes towards that as well. So we do appreciate every donation that we get. And we have a great store. It's a new store every day. I have to sometimes walk with my blinders on because I come home quite often with stuff from the Restore. And my husband's like, really? More stuff? I'm like, yes, isn't this cute? We need it.
This is just personal curiosity, but what's in demand? What do people come in asking about?
Appliances, refrigerators.
Okay.
We do not take gas appliances now. That's one of the things that we're struggling with because of the liability. But yes, appliances and refrigerators and furniture. I mean, we sell couches and we sell tables and we've gotten some really neat finds that we have a pecan table in right now. It's beautiful and gorgeous. And it's something that we may use in our live auction or our silent auction just because we feel like it would showcase better that way. But we get some awesome stuff. We got some autographed baseball balls in the spring that we had authenticated. We get a rare coin in here in the bottom of a bunch of nails and screws. There will be something that it's like,
can you imagine?
It's just amazing the stuff we get in. And yeah, it's a new store every day. That's all I can say.
Who's the merchant? Who has to make it all look pretty? Who does that?
Ben and his team.
Okay.
So they do a good job. Actually, we got Christmas out last week. So they were chomping at the bit. They come up to my office. Can we please get out Christmas? I'm like, yeah, go ahead. You guys can do what you want to do. So we do have our Christmas out already too.
Okay, so question about Christmas. Is this, you've got your own decorations that you get out every year?
Well, we have stuff we sell.
Okay.
That is donated. People, donate their Christmas and we box it up until Christmas season, pull it all out so that we can, what did you say? Every person's trash is someone else's treasure. Right. So, yeah, I mean, it sells. We're selling Christmas already.
So this is stuff that people have donated, and so you're making the store look all Christmassy, but really everything's for sale.
Right, yeah, everything's for sale. And even I had a tote one day that wasn't for sale, and I said, please don't sell this. It's my stuff. I come back to get it on Monday, and it's gone.
No.
Oh, somebody needed that to carry their stuff out. Oh my
Wait
gosh.
a minute. Yeah. Hold on to your purse.
You're right. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Before I ask the question of Casey, Amy, I heard you mention a goal of $30,000.
Right.
So 2 years ago when we were able to be face to face, how much was raised then?
We were at about 27 that year.
Okay.
Last year, the online auction, we raised $32,000.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
But she sort of set the stage for all nonprofits when she pulled that off.
We did that and had minimal expenses. So it was like, we can't do that every year. That was an amazing year for us. So
I have a question, because there's a different mentality sometimes with auctions. Sometimes you got folks that are looking for a bargain, right? That was not the case with your $32,000 auction.
Right.
What happened?
We just had some great stuff. People were, ready to spend money and support our cause. And it was easy to do from home with your PJs on and your glass of wine if you wanted to. But it was just, we all found out all these auctions really did great. The nonprofit world right now is doing okay just because of the support that we're getting from everybody.
Could it be because last year people weren't tapping into their dining out budget and there were lots of budgets and things that they weren't spending on?
Right.
So they actually maybe had some extra money to donate?
No trips. I mean, people weren't going on those trips. And it was, extra money out there. And I know that a lot of the nonprofits were able to catch some of those funds. So that was great.
Awesome.
Casey. Question for you. So you can throw your support behind any nonprofit you want. What about Habitat for Humanity's mission attracted you to them?
Oh man, that's a lot. That goes down deep. But every organization I take a part in, an event, we always hear that Cadillac is needing housing. That's a big demand in our area.
Yes.
And you kind of look around and you say, okay, how can I help that, or how can I be part of it? Well, I don't have money to sit there and, build houses every day and sell them and go through that aspect. And it's kind of really eye-opening. And I remember one of the first events that we went to was one of the houses the family took over. We just finished the build. It was in the middle of winter. We were freezing outside. And it was just awesome to watch this family that had the willingness to put in the time, the effort, and maybe just needed a little boost in life to be able to complete that. And they were able to have their dream home where their kids didn't have to worry about, wind noises or cold or, where are they going to sleep at night, or as Amy once told me, like how loud it is, and they were shocked at, just how quiet it is to have their own house. And how big is that to be a homeowner? And anybody that's owned a home and you walk in that home that first day and you go, oh my goodness, this is ours. And what does that do for your life? So with that, it's just a huge thing I see. And to build the community up that way, just even if it's one house at a time, that's not just that family at that time. That's a generational thing. every person in that family from then on is going to have the idea and know what it looks like to be a homeowner and how that feels.
And if you ask anyone who's gone from apartment living to home living, they have their own place. In an apartment, you've got people next to you, you've got people above you, you've got people beneath you. On the other side, they don't live a lifestyle like you do. You might like it quiet. Your neighbors may not be quiet. You have your house. You can live like you want to.
Yeah, I mean, how freeing is that to sit there and go, you know what? I want that wall to be blue. You know, if you want that.
Right.
And next thing you know, are your kids get to pick out their room color? Or you want to hang a family photo and you're not worried about what that hole is going to do.
You feel guilty about putting a nail in the wall, right?
So how great is that? And just to be able, I mean, I have not met a family that I ever sit there to then go, what do I get out of this? It seems like all of them are wanting to help out. And I mean, there's, like Amy said, donation or hours that they have to put in. And they're not just doing it in their house. They're doing it back to the community and to our organization, even at the Restore if they have to. So it's just amazing. And that just builds more for the next family and for us to do more and more. I mean, I'm going to say this. Amy's probably going to cringe a little bit. But, I mean, we joke around. We'd love to build 10 houses a year. Like, how awesome would that be to do in the community? You know, so I think we're on the right track. Amy's been amazing. Also with Ben in the Restore, and the whole board has done a great job on just future looking and how much better can we make this community and how many lives can we change? And that's a really good feeling at the end of the day.
How about we have Gabe weigh in on that too? Same question. What do you think? It's got to make you feel great to support an organization like this.
Yeah, it feels absolutely amazing. Casey and I did not grow up wealthy. We didn't need much, but we didn't grow up in the best of situations either. So for us to look at other families and say, how can we make their childhoods better? How can we make their entire family unit on a path to success? Because so many families helped us as we were growing up, that we look at that and we say we can make an enormous difference in the lives of these people from, this day forward. So we love it. We love anything to do with Habitat. And I think a huge factor for us too was Amy and how successful she had already set up the organization when you joined it. That's the first thing you commented on, is how different this organization looked versus some of the other ones because of what she had put in along the way.
It's real leadership.
Absolutely.
One thing I've noticed, Rich, is they don't get the families in the houses and then walk away. During COVID, and part of normal practice for Habitat is supporting these families almost on a daily basis if they needed you. Is that true, Amy? Can you tell us about the support?
Yeah, that is true. So I want to really thank Casey and Gabe because that was really sweet stuff they said. But they brought to the table when Casey came on board, and he always references back to Gabe. Gabe and I were talking, or Gabe and I were this. So they talk about these things at home, and they talked about how we can continue to support these families, how we can change the trajectory of their life for future, not just now in this house. So that's huge. I mean, that's something that we're looking at too, continued family support throughout the years, and going to college graduations of their kids and all kinds of things that they can be proud of. But I build connections with these families. I mean, I've placed 3 now since I've been there. All 3 of them I talk to at least, if not weekly, monthly, check in to see how they're doing. I see, our family that was a veteran with 4 children down in Tustin. His daughter just graduated from college. She's teaching down there or doing some work at the school there. He's got another son that's just got accepted out of college to play football. Just a lot of great things happening for them. He doesn't have to worry about, like Casey mentioned, that window coming, or the air coming through the window because the house is cold, because now the window's actually locked tight. And that was a comment that his daughter made the first morning after they slept in the house was, "Oh my gosh, Dad, it was so quiet and it was warm in my bedroom." And I'm like, really? We take that for granted.
We do.
It's amazing the connections that that I have made with these families, and I call it my God job. I say it every time I'm here. This is my God job every day. So
she's smiling from ear to ear. That grin goes. That's a big, big smile. Amy, it's my favorite question for nonprofit directors. If money were no object, if this auction raised $130,000,
10 houses a year.
No, that's what Casey said. Okay. Now don't put words in her mouth, Rich. Okay. If money were no object, where would you take it?
10 houses a year.
All right.
I would love to be able to serve more families. We know right now that there is such a big need for safe and affordable housing. We're getting in at the ground level with some big organizations, a state land bank we're meeting with. We're just getting all the information we can to try and be able to increase our mission to serve more people. That's what we do. So yeah, 10 houses would be amazing. I mean, it does make me a little nervous, but yes, we would figure it out.
If the money came, you'd figure it out.
Yeah, I got a great board behind me. There's some great strategic planning, which is a little bit of what I lack in. So it's great to have that help. So yeah, 10 houses.
Boy, they have got it going on, this group. I'll tell you what. One more time, we want everyone in town to support you. Write checks, attend the event in December. Give us the rundown on the details, what, when, where, what we can do to support you. Amy, one more time.
Thank you, Katy. So this is the Wexford Osceola Habitat for Humanity Visions of a Home Black Tie and Pearl Affair. It is our annual fundraiser. We are doing it on December 4th at the Cadillac Grill. Starts at 6 o'clock. Tickets are available at, you can email me, director@wexfordhabitat.org. You can stop into the Restore. Ben will shoot you up to where I am in my office. I have tickets. You can call me, 231-468-1096. I will deliver if I need to. So tickets are a big push right now. We need donated items. We are looking to have our online auction December 2nd through the 5th, and we have some great items so far, but we still need some more. We're having live auction the night of the event. We have great music, great food. We get to celebrate with our friends. Just a lot of good stuff going on.
Oh, my goodness. Don't bet against her either, Rich. Ever.
Not at all.
Ever.
Not at all.
We are wishing you so much success with your event, and just keep up the great work. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Casey Boyer and Gabe.
You. Yeah.
Thanks.
I am looking forward to seeing what a husband and wife duo as a host brings to the energy of that event.
I've got a good take on this.
All right. Thanks, guys. Cadillac Unscripted, sponsored by Independent Bank. Join us next time. Same station, same time for more local chat. 107.9 CDY.